And in terms of this matchup, 6 versus 7, how about that, right? The Timberwolves are home court advantage against the Warriors. That deadline trade, right, to get Jimmy Butler turned out to be quite something. I mean, the Heat get waxed. They would have been better off not making the playoffs, pretty much. And when you look at what they lost, on top of it, too, I mean, the Warriors appear to be in a much better shape. How do you see this one shaping out? Yeah, I mean, it was such an example of a bird in the hand's better than two in the bush, because the Golden State front office was trying to position themselves in case Giannis Antetokounmpo wants out of Milwaukee, that they would have the proper assets to make a legitimate offer, and he could then have his second home and final home in the NBA be with the Warriors, and then they have their succession plan for Steph Curry. But they had no assurances that it was going to go that way. And then the Jimmy Butler situation pops up, and they're like, yeah, I mean, Jimmy's not as good as Giannis in many ways, but what he is a fierce competitor who's even better in the playoffs, who has something to prove. And we think that personality will work with the group that we have. Right. And clearly it was a tremendous move by Mike Dunleavy Jr. And they've, Om Young-Masuk for ESPN wrote a wonderful story. Basically, they have dubbed this the last ride. Draymond and Steph Curry, after the trade was realized, had a conversation, and Steph, Om reports, was literally had tears in his eyes, being like, wow, I didn't know if this was ever going to happen. I didn't know if we were just going to play a string out of games over the end of my career of meaningless basketball. Now that we got Jimmy, we're competing for a championship until the end of my days here. And they're obviously embracing the moment here. And it's the culture there is special, and it's built on winning. It's easy to believe in what you're trying to sell as a coach or a front office if there's already winning results behind it. But they had a team meeting after Game 6 when they got rocked by Houston for the second straight game. And already it seems like Jimmy, Draymond, and Steph are all comfortable together, sharing the vocal part of the leadership here. Jimmy said, I need to lift up my teammates more. Draymond said, I need to stop with all the shenanigans and lock in more. And, Steph just has to be Steph. And it was beautiful. I mean, and how about Jimmy Butler telling the team, I'm going to give confidence to my teammates. And the guy who's kind of been his kind of whipping boy since he got there is Buddy Hield. And in a way, that's him saying, like, I believe in you, buddy. I'm going to keep riding you and giving you crap because I think you'd be a lot better. Buddy Hield has the game of his life, 22 points in the first half, sets a league record for three-pointers in the Game 7, tying with 9. Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.